You own a big business, and we're now living through COVID. We're watching these cases rise. And I'm curious what you think the impact is going to be psychologically on the consumer and how they're going to change their spending patterns, if they do, come this winter.
I think, Andrew, we've seen a major shift in how people are thinking about how they're existing, right? And I'm hearing a lot about people saying, well, COVID is a temporary shift for how they're behaving. And I think the longer that COVID remains in the marketplace, the longer this shift isn't going to be temporary. It's going to be relatively permanent. People are changing the way that they actually leave their home, if at all. And when they do, the activities that they're engaging in are very different. We've seen a dramatic shift in our business in the last 12 months at Camping World. And while the business was already on the rise prior to COVID, the alternative to going into the outdoors and being in the marketplace has really, really shifted. I mean, we've seen a definite change in demand.
But Marcus, you're not of the view that there are a lot of people, especially people of means with money, who are frankly saving a lot of money. I talk to people all the time who say my credit card bill is lower today. And you don't think that when and if that there's a vaccine, that all of a sudden they're going to spend that money, but they're going to spend that money the way they used to spend that money. They're going to get on airplanes. They're going to have big dinner parties. They're going to go to restaurants. They're going to do all of those things, the animal spirits of human nature to get together rather than go out, not to say in the wilderness by themselves, but in this new, in the current version of the pandemic that we're living through.
Well, first of all of us as Americans should be very concerned about how public transportation is being looked at right now. You can read articles about people saying that the airlines should go out of business. There should be a consolidation. And we all should remember that the airlines are part of our national infrastructure. We need to be able to get around on planes, trains, and things of that nature. This idea that camping and going outdoors is a new fad is just total nonsense. You know, the industry's been very robust. In fact, 2017, there was actually more manufactured RVs in America than there will be in 2020. As the vaccine does come around, it is true. People are going to go back to some of the habits like going to sporting events and concerts. But I think in large part, you're going to see that families through this process have re-engaged with each other, and they're looking for activities that are different. I don't see that changing regardless of when the vaccine comes out.
Marcus, what do you see about the strength of the consumer? And how worried are you about where we are in terms of the employment picture in the United States? We just got news, obviously, that Boeing's going to be laying more people off. What does that look like to you over the next 12 months?
It's very odd. I'm seeing a dramatic shift in credit scores, at least in our business. And we look at hundreds of thousands of transactions in credit scores on a monthly basis. And credit scores have actually been on the rise, and we're finding that people have more cash to make a down payment or to spend money. Now, if you really think about it, Andrew, there's cash in the economy. It's just parting from people's pocketbooks in a very different way. But I'm hearing from people that they have more cash on the sidelines. Don't be fooled by that to think that this economy doesn't need a stimulus. There are individuals and small businesses that need that help now. And I think the longer it goes on, the more damage that could be unrepairable will continue to happen.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.